Shalom, Yasharala. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push in this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So real quick, I want to showcase this quick little video real quick of, Esau spilling the beans on his treatment against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? As we are in these very last moments of the last days, you still have a lot of Jake that's out here going hand in hand with Esau and thinking that Esau's not the damn devil, and still trusting in their enemies, all right? But hey, the majority of those same people would rather hear it from Esau than from their own people. They believe anything and everything that that Esau tells them. So hey, we're gonna play this here video for him, all right? Let him tell you who he is.
Well, you know what? It's about time.
It really is.
And I will tell you that if my brother had been killed like that, I would do whatever that person did in China to create a pandemic. Because as far as I'm concerned, if I had two buttons, one button, this will never happen to another Mr. Floyd, or the other button, you, Nelson, can stop the pandemic, or the world will end. I would rather end this fucking world and have us all die than have one more incident like that.
And that's actually prophecy, because that's actually what's going to happen. You're going to get both of those choices. No more of these atrocities are going to happen to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans coming up here real soon. All right, because you're going to be delivered up out of this captivity and have all these other nations in captivity. And the world as you know it now is going to fade away. All right, the world as you know where Esau is ruling, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Hey, so ultimately when the Most High put the spirit on these Edomites to really press the button and let off those thermonuclear missiles, man, hey, man, that's when this here world is going to fade away, man. All right?
I am so happy that finally, after this fucking bullshit was normalized for years, that this is the one that made the change. And I figured that it would, because fucking white people, if you look funny at a guy in a high school, he brings back a gun and kills a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
The black people have been putting up with shit, and it's about time. I would love to have black police officers do to Mel Gibson and all these rich white people in Malibu what white cops have done to black people. So
hey, we're gonna do that as well too. The remaining of the house of Esau that survives this here, the famines, the death and destruction, and the thermonuclear missiles is gonna be what? Their kings and their noble ones. We're gonna bond their kings with chains and fetters of iron, man. Take them in captivity. All right. So hey, like he's saying, he wished that the tables was turned, and then basically a bunch of so-called black police officers would be sitting over here being violent, brute, and oppressing these Edomites. But that's actually what's going to happen. The ones that survive, which are going to be these elites. But then when they come back into the kingdom, that's what we're going to be doing, man. We're going to be policing, just where their origin of the police come from, slave patrol. We're going to be doing the same thing,
This doesn't stop. I would love black cops to start doing the same thing to white people.
I respect it.
And I was born white, but the white race is sick, because the reason that I'm here is because white people stole this fucking continent from the Indians and enslaved people from Africa. The reason a black person is here is not because they stole the land. They were brought here against their will. So if I'm black, I tell people I'm legal. White boy, you are illegal. Don't you dare tell a Mexican that they're illegal, because I got more Indian blood than you do. So go back to Scotland, Trump, you son of a bitch.
Hey, you got basically, not to say all three tribes, but you got, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans right there, man. All right, so it's plain as day, man. All right, they came over here and stole the land from so-called Latinos and Native Americans, and then they brought, the Southern Kingdom, Judah, and them over here and enslaved them. All right.
So that's how I feel.
I respect it, and I love it.
And I can't say how I really feel, because I do not want the FBI.
He started talking about Trump. So let's get into some scriptures real quick. Not gonna make this too long, but nevertheless, hey man, this is where we come to, man. This is the end all be all, where these prophecies are speaking. Let me grab that. A couple precepts real quick just came to mind. Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, let me grab something else first before I get that, line it all up. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And you just had Esau telling on himself. All right, he's letting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know who you're dealing with out here, man. And he seems fervent in his hatred against his own people, man. So how much more the rest of you Israelites who's out here pacifying them and forgiving them and are we all the same or whatever, whatnot, man? Hey, man, hey, your oppressor is telling you, man. All right, he's so mad about this. He mad at his own people. It's not like, oh, well, he know it and he just keeping it quiet, because a lot of these Edomites know what's really going on. All right, and it's sad that this man is way more upset about the condition that you in than you are, and he's not in that position, man. All right, he ain't the one getting a profile by the police, man. You are, but yeah, he's way more mad about it than you. All right, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and you know now will withhold it, that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord will consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's really the spirit and the vibration that's been pushed out through the men of the Lord on the highways and the byways, exposing who the wicked is, all right? Who Esau Edom is, according to the scriptures. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all signs and lying wonders, okay? The adversary, all right? And lying wonders, with all the deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, all right? So who are we talking about here? The damn devil, all right? The deceiver. And for this cause the Most High shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So that's going into 2/3 of our people, man. Because you don't want to believe what your eyes see out there, all right? Because, a lot of y'all say seeing is believing. Hey, you can clearly see what's going on right now, man. The whole world is protesting over this right now, man. All right, so it's clear as day, it's out there. But, you still have a lot of our people who want to put their head in the sand and so-called not want to pay attention to this or whatever, whatnot. They just want to be cordial. And especially in times like this, they want to get closer up to Esau, buddy up to Esau, showing that it's all right, everything is all cool, we still all good and everything like that. Or we buddies or whatever, whatnot. We used to see it all the time, preaching on the highways and the byways, where, we out there telling Esau who he is, and then Jacob walk by, and Jacob start going over there trying to comfort Esau, man. All right, where Esau understanding, he'd be like, yo, yeah, that's us, yeah, you right. But then Jacob come in and try to save the day, man. All right, just like the Amber Geiger case, man, where, what's his name, Gene Botham, I guess, or maybe his brother, wanted to go over there and hug old girl when she was getting her judgment for the wickedness that she was doing. But you want to go over there and try to comfort her and her. Come on, man. These people don't care about you. All right. But it says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So you don't want to believe the truth that was out here, what the men of the Lord are telling you, or what you see every day, but yet and still, you want to believe a lie, man. You want to believe that everything is okay. We can all get past this. If we just vote Democrat, if we just come together and vote, if we clean up our own neighborhoods, if we send our kids to school and things like that, everything will be fine, man. That's not the case, man. Go ask Oprah Winfrey how she felt when she went overseas and they told her she couldn't come inside the store, man. Even though she had enough money to buy the whole store and pay everybody in that doggone store salary or whatever, whatnot, we don't want your money, man. She could have went in there and paid enough money to keep that store open for the whole year and make all its profits for the whole year. But yet instead no, we don't want your money, But let me go from there to the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 12. All right. It says, and he confirmed his word which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. And a part of the great evil, is these curses that fell upon us. But part of those curses were what? He was going to bring Esau, all right, a fierce nation, swift as the eagle flight, that shall not regard the old or the young, man. That's who we dealing with, all right? It says, for under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done unto to Jerusalem. All right. And you seen Esau talking about this right now, because and notice who he was speaking about. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Now he talking about what happened to the Native Americans happened in basically like the 1500s, 1492 when Columbus came over. So basically like the 1500s to like 1618 was when it happened to the natives, right? When they was enslaved over here, and the Latinos. All right. And then, you had Judah and them come over here after that. Right. But nevertheless, how do I put it? That all happened back somewhat in the past. Right. But what happened recently after that? All right. Look at what happened to the Middle East. All right. Look at what happened to all these other countries. Look at what happened to Japan in World War II. He wasn't talking about what happened to them. Yeah, it was bad that they dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese people or whatever, whatnot. You know, it was bad what happened to the Arabs in the Middle East or whatever, whatnot. But what the scriptures say, back at the end it says, for under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done unto Jerusalem. All right, so look, what happened to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially at the hands of these Edomites, all right, it was the far worst thing that's ever happened on the planet Earth from the time of creation into this same time, man. All right, and the only thing that's going to really top that is going to be what? Jacob's trouble, man. All right, and that's still going to be the same thing going on. Esau putting on that work on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, so I'm going to go from there to, I'm trying to find this, came to mind, Zechariah 11:5. Yep. Zechariah 11:5 says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. You know, hey, you know, that's basically what this Edomite was pretty much saying. Like, yo, I'm tired of this and blah, blah, blah. It's finally time for this to stir up something with this here George Floyd case, you know, because while the whole time they've been killing them and holding themselves not guilty the whole time, man. All right. But nevertheless, it says, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Hey, because you have a lot of our own people, you know, they get all bougie. They say they don't care about that or whatever, whatnot, or they try to pretend like, oh, that ain't me, you know, whatever, whatnot. You know, you might have a Jake working with a lot of Edomites or whatever, whatnot at the job, and, you know, Esau might ask him something about the condition of the world going on. He's like, I don't know about that Black Lives Matter stuff. Not saying you support the Black Lives Matter movement, but the whole scenario, oh, no, I'm not in none of that, or oh no, everything is all good. You know, hey, can I come over to you guys' barbecue tonight or whatever, whatnot, just to make them feel friendly, man. All right, so they be like, well, our own people did this. Our own people are the ones tearing down our own neighborhoods, you know, so on and so forth, man. That Candace Owens spirit, man. All right, but nevertheless, continuing on, because it's getting to the point now where, man, this whole thing is good actually. Man, let me read verse 2 and 3. Oh man, Psalm 64 and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. What is their ultimate secret counsel? What's the ultimate secret counsel of the so-called Illuminati of these elites? Psalms 83, to cut Israel off from being a name, that name to be in remembrance. They trying to make you discontinue from your heritage, and ultimately going back to Genesis, 27, all right, like verse 41, all right, about talking about Esau purposes killing his brother Jacob, all right, that's what he's trying to do, get rid of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. Let me just get down to the point just for time's sake. So like I said, I could read this whole thing, but nevertheless, it's all talking about Esau and what he's doing. Psalm 64 and 8 says, so they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. All right, so going into, let me keep going. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider his doings. And so this is pretty much what old boy was saying, like, yo, if I had a button to press to stop coronavirus from killing the whole planet Earth, I wouldn't press that button. I'd press the button to keep Jake alive or whatever, whatnot, or keep this from happening to Jake, you know. But nevertheless, this is what the whole world is starting to realize, that, hey, this judgment has to come down on you so-called Edomite, or on you Edomites, all right? Because of your atrocities and your wickedness that you've been doing to Jake this whole time, right? But it says, Psalm 64 and 8, it says, so they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. And this is what's going on right now. Esau is being put on blast, and a lot of these whistleblowers, these people exposing him, is his own people, man. All right, you see Esau out there with his shirt on, talking about, pointing out the wickedness of Esau, basically. But nevertheless, man, hey, and hey, pertaining to some of you Israelite camps, you know, and some of you so-called woke Negroes out there, you woke Israelites out there, hey, man, Esau actually going out there going harder than you, man. He out there actually pushing forth the word harder than you, man. All right, but nevertheless, we're going to continue on. This is Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, for thy violence against our brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Thou shalt be cut off forever. And like I said, man, or like Homeboy said, man, hey, man, he wish he could just press a button and have all this, Esau just to disappear, man. All right, and that's ultimately what's going to happen. He's going to be cut off forever because of his violence that he's done against his brother Jacob, man. All right. You can read this all the way down. Let me see. Let me go to verse 18. I'm trying to make this video not too long. Obadiah 1 and 18, it says, the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and shall devour them. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. All right, and that's what's ultimately going to happen, man. After 1,000 years of slavery, having Esau in slavery, man, he's going to be eradicated, man. All right, so there's not going to be any more of them left, man. All right, hey, just like homeboy talking about, hey, man, hey, the Lord's going to render unto you, the depths of your heart. Well, that's what you really want. That's what you're going to get, man. We're going to end with this Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. Salakia. For I will raise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, and the nephew, saith Yahweh. All right, and so ultimately this is what's going to happen to Esau, man. All right, they're going to be cut off forever, man. The scripture say prepare slaughter for their children. This generation that's up here right now, man. This is what's going on, man. You starting to see the curses fall upon them. A lot of them are committing suicide. Death is pursuing them left and right, man. It's like a global movie / game of Final Destination right now. And these Edomites, no matter how hard they try to run, man, they're getting caught by the Lord, man. All right, so hey, this is where the times that we live in where Esau is actually being brought down. But nevertheless, for you, a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there that want to still walk hand in hand with the enemy, he's not gonna go unpunished, man. All right, who still think that we just out here a racist hate group or whatever, whatnot, man. You have the same people we talking about is the same people saying the same exact stuff right now in these same days, man. So I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us his truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.